Okay, Sunday Night Football. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. Of course, our Sunday Night Football games are brought to you each and every week by our friends over at Bet365 and Noops. We've talked ad nauseum here on this podcast about how much we love Bet365. I mean, they give you this incredible menu out there that and so many different bets that you don't get at some of the other sports books. This is why we always say you've got to have as many outs as possible. And Bet365 should definitely be part of your portfolio. If you do not use Bet365 right now in a market that has it, you got to go ahead and sign up today because it is it's one of the best ones out there. Again, if you're in a market, check, see if it's available in your area.
It's a great book, some incredible menu offerings. And again, a lot of times I find in some of the higher vig markets like touchdown score and player props, Bet365 often has the best line. So like Matt said, if you are in a state with Bet365, like New Jersey, like Pennsylvania, like Arizona, you're leaving money on the table by not signing up for an account.
Okay, so let's get to it here. Pittsburgh Steelers on the road at the LA Chargers. This is 2.5 in favor of the Chargers. 44.5, 45 is the prevailing total. Now, this thing opened on a very early line at 4.5. It was gone really, really quickly, got to 3.5. I didn't get the 4.5. I got the 3.5 on Pittsburgh in this one. I think the offensive line situation for the Chargers is just an absolute mess. I know they traded with the Saints, Noops, but Penning was so bad at tackle that the Saints had moved him to guard, and now the Chargers are taking him and bringing him back to have him play tackle. I bet that's going to go great. If the Saints didn't want him playing tackle, and you're going to bring him in to play tackle for you, let's see how that works out for you. The Pittsburgh defense showed me something last week. I mean, whether it's real or not, we'll see. But I hate this Pittsburgh team. But on the other side of a field goal, I thought it was too much. At 2.5, I think it's fine. I think it's appropriate. If it hits 3 again, it probably would be only Steelers for me again.
Yeah, hats off to anybody that was able to scoop up those 4s and 4.5s. That was a great bet. I think even anyone who got Steelers plus 3.5 made a very good bet. 2.5 is just not enough for me. I think it's Steelers or pass. Maybe just play them on the money line at this point. But the Chargers, it's just a shame. A team that started off with so much promise. They beat the Chiefs in the first game of the year finally. Herbert's looking great. They're 3-0. And then all of a sudden the injuries start to pile on. You know, not just Joe Alt, but their other tackle from the beginning of the season. Slater was out already. So, I mean, they're down 2 starting tackles already for the season. You made a great explanation of the Penning situation. Sure, Penning is going to help the Chargers, but just think about how bad the Chargers have to be to bring in someone like that and actually have them improve the line. TJ Watt should be able to do pretty much whatever he wants in this game, and it just seems like yet another week in which the Steelers are going to sort of stumble into a much easier situation than we expected. So Steelers are past. The only other way I would think about betting this is go into the futures market and start looking at some prices for the Chargers to miss the playoffs. I'm seeing around plus 160 or so. It's a better price than you're going to get on the Steelers money line. And if the Chargers lose this game, they are really in danger. They have to go to Jacksonville next week. They do have the Raiders. That's fairly easy. But then it's home for the Eagles, which is basically going to be a home game for the Eagles in Los Angeles. Those fans travel. They fill that stadium up every time the Eagles play. Then they have to go at Kansas City. Dallas is a little bit easier, but then you've got Houston and Denver to finish the season. It's a really bad situation for the Chargers. So Steelers are pass for me, and I think, honestly, the best bet you can make is get yourself some Chargers to miss the playoffs.
All right, guys, as always, everything we do here absolutely free, so please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comment section how you are going to be playing these games. Is there anything you think we missed? Is there anything that you have in your account that you really, really love? Hell, it might be something that somebody else wants to put in their account, so be sure and share down there in the comment section. Noops, you've got several articles up over at the site as well over at Lineups.
Yeah, read about Survivor every week to try to help you through that. We did Thursday Night Football touchdowns, had Troy Franklin. That was a nice winner there. And we'll be writing up Monday Night Football touchdowns as well.
There you go. So be sure and check out everything over at Lineups as well. For Noops, I am Matt. Good luck on all your Week 10 bets.
Bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose, with Bet365 Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 21 plus only. T&Cs apply. In app only.